What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another deck profile on UFSU. I'm Michael, and I'm doing Mike Hardiman today. We're doing like a little challenge between all of us here on the channel of who can make the best champ deck. But I have the hardest job. I am like tri-symboling with this deck because I'm playing Mike Hardiman. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So yeah, we're playing Mike Hardiman. He's 20 life, 7-hander. He's got all earth and good. And we're playing all three of those in our deck today. But he says, enhance commit. I can give my attack plus X speed plus X damage equal to the number of foundations that have been built into my staging area this turn. So with how I have this deck built, I'm getting to I'm not playing Scorch Wheel. I'm playing it a little different. I'm getting to like seven or eight, which isn't too bad for like tri-symboling and playing a little bit of memes in here. But yeah, I'll just get right into the deck. So obviously we're playing a foundation heavy deck. So we're playing 4 Let's Cut Loose. Adds a foundation, draws us a card, or it builds a foundation, draws us a card. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you're playing any of these 3 symbols, you should be playing. Onto the attacks. Playing a little heavy attack count. I was thinking of cutting maybe a couple, but I think I'm just going to keep it the way it is. I'm playing 2 Glow Kick. It's a 4/3, 4 mid for 5 with a 2 high block. It combos with a foundation. The combo enhances, this gets +2 speed for each foundation before it in the card pool. And then its regular enhances, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a foundation, you can put it to the beginning of your card pool. If not, you can add it to your hand. I'm just playing 2 of this just because it's a 2 high block. And I prefer the other attacks I'm playing over that card. Obviously, I'm playing an all earth good deck, so I'm playing 4 Nutcracker. It's a 4/3, 4 low for 4. Breaker 2, charge EX 3, punch slam. I can add a foundation that's in my discard pile anywhere into my card pool and draw a card. And then if my opponent happens to be a male, I get +4 damage. So sometimes you can get this up to an 11 low for like 19 if it's like at the end of your chain and you've gone off. It's pretty good. One of the best attacks in the game. I'm playing 4 Mayfus Assault because this deck gets like a lot of value off of it. We just add really good foundations, or we can add an attack, or we can add a Let's Cut Loose, which gives us even more advantage. It's a 4/3, 3 low for 4. First E, discard 2 momentum to commit all of your opponent's face down foundations. I don't really use it for that effect. I use its all enhance. Add the top card of your discard pile to your hand. And we play cards that like manipulate our discard pile, so we can add things that aren't directly on top. This is the main thing I'm trying to do in the deck. Is I'm just trying to build like a bunch of cards with this. I'm playing 4 Power Flip. It's a 5/3 no block, 5 high for 5. Kick reversal, safe, stun 1. Enhance, add all foundations from your card pool to your staging area, whether you built them from your hand or you added them with Nutcracker. It just does a bunch. It just literally builds everything in your card pool. And then Desperation E, you can add 1 foundation, any foundation, from your discard pile to the beginning of your card pool. So if you're at Desperation, so for Mike it'll be 9 or less life, you can just pick literally any foundation, whether it's off-symboled or not. Put it in your foundation, or put it in your card pool, and then just build it down. And then the last, or no, I guess it's not the last one. This is probably my favorite attack in the deck because it always builds the coolest things in our deck. I'm playing 4 Flashy Shadow Kick. It's a 5/3, 4 high for 5. Charge EX2, kick slam. If the top card of your discard pile is a foundation, you can add it to your staging area. And we're not Johnny, so we don't get to use the other effect. But it's really cool. You just get to build the neatest cards. And then the last attack we're playing, obviously we're playing like the Nutcracker package stuff. So we're playing Forward Kimbo. Draws us cards, it gets big. Yeah, it randomly has EX. It's a 3 high for 3, 4/3. It's got a good mid block. And yeah, it draws us cards, and my Hardiman is about advantage. This is why I like playing this deck under Earth, but I'm playing 4 Forbidden Technique. After you play this card, you may ready one of your face down foundations, which is meh. And then Enhance Flip, add the top card of your deck to your staging area face down, and that counts as a foundation being added to your staging area, whether the card is physically a foundation or not. So you can like build this down with power flip, and then use its effect to build another one down. So that's 2 right there with just basically the 1 card and 1 enhance. It's a 3/5 2 high block breaker 1. A lot of these cards have breakers, so this deck's actually really cool on defense. And then another good defensive piece or even offensive piece for us, because we're playing a lot of the Cassie stuff, is Shadow Inheritance. It's a 2/5 2 low block breaker 1. Commit before a player attempts to block this attack, their block mod gets either +1 or -3 for each non-attack card in their card pool. So we just jam a couple random foundations in there, and then just, oh, well, -6 to my block mod, so I'll block literally anything. And then we're playing 4 Folktale Storyteller, because this deck's Earth and Good and all. If I have 3 or more foundations and I play this card, I can mill 3 to build it down into my staging area. Just adds to my Mike Hardiman account. Play 4 Burning with Revenge. If this is tapped due to a stun ability, you can ready any of your other foundations and then enhance card pool. I can give my attack 2 damage, and if I want, I can build it face down, committed into my staging area. It's just another count for Mike Hardiman, and it gives free damage, basically. And then the last 4 we're playing, since we're playing the Nutcracker package, we're playing 4 Sense of Morals. It's a 2/5 no block. You can enhance, check a 4, ready a foundation that was stunned this turn. This card doesn't count towards progressive. So that's the foundation. That's the 4 of foundations. And then this is more of like my techie foundations. So for Earth, because that's what we're playing, this under is a 1/5 2 high block weapon. After you block a weapon with this card, it gets Breaker 2. That's what we're using this for. It's a 2 high block. It gets Breaker 2 because there's a lot of weapons in the game, and it's spam. And we don't care if we lose this off Mike Hardiman. We're playing 2/1 with Nature. So I'm like memeing a little bit, and I'm playing like 5 foundations I actually physically cannot play except off of Mike Hardiman and Shadow Kick, and then my Desperation off of my Flip Kick. But it's a 2/5 3 low block. Discard 1 card from my hand. My opponent's block modifier to block this attack is +2, so I can just discard one of my bad foundations in my hand. Or if I've gained enough advantage, just discard a random card to make their block even harder. And then R, once per enhanced step, after you discard a card, any number of cards from your hand, I can give my attack +1 damage. So it's just discard a bad card to get like +1 damage. Sometimes it gets there. We're playing 3 leading the team. It's a 1/5 2 high block. When this card is in your card pool, your opponent's block modifiers get +1. Then Desperation R, destroy after your opponent's combat phase begins. Seal one of their assets or foundations. That's not too bad. It's a 1 spam. It goes with all 3 of our symbols, so we can chain. Relatively easy. And then I think this foundation's way better than the other one, but it's on a 2, so. But this carrying the legacy, it's a 2/5 2 mid block. R card pool, after an attack is played, you can give it -1 or +1 damage. And then enhance, add this to your card pool as a cost. Add 1 other of your foundations in your card pool to your staging area, sealed. And then this is playable while committed. So you just commit this to pass a check, jam it in your card pool for like a Kimbo, power flip, stuff like that. And you can sometimes you can get free damage on a couple of your attacks. This card randomly gives you value, and then you can put a card that you normally can't play like in your staging area, and then like swap it out with carrying the legacy, which is actually really nice. So you can like Nutcracker put in a random card and then swap it out. It's pretty nice, and then it'll help your chains. And this is to the 1-ofs. I'm playing like 10 1-ofs because I'm playing Mike Hardiman. And I didn't want to go for like a standard deck. I wanted to have some fun with this. So I'm playing 1 Overly Dramatic. It's a 2/5 3 mid block. R flip, after your opponent plays an ability that would decrease the damage or increase the speed of an attack, you can cancel it. And then Deadlock E, remove, add 1 attack from discard pile to your hand. I should probably be playing more, but I'm not trying to like have a straight build. This is more like a fun cookie cutter kind of deck. I'm playing 1 High Seas because we can get it off Mike Hardiman, and I am playing this deck under Earth, even though it might not look like it. So I'm just playing the 1 High Seas because we can get it off Mike Hardiman, or we can build this in with Nutcracker, then Let's Cut Loose It Down. There's just a couple different plays we can do with this. Obviously, we're playing Earth, so we're playing arguably the best Earth foundation in the game. It's Refusing to Let Go, commit, return an attacks damage to printed, and then give it +2 or -2. We can make our attack bigger before we buff it with Mike Hardiman, or we can make your attack really small. Obviously, we're playing a decent amount of maxi support, so we might as well just fully commit to maxi support. We're playing one Wandering Pirate. Whenever this is committed or readied, you ready another one that hasn't been readied this turn, and then at the start of your opponent's combat phase, it readies itself. It's a 2/4 no block. It's air and good and all, so it all and good, so it chains with a lot of our stuff. We can actually randomly just play it. We're playing Earth, so we'll play another good Earth Foundation for Mother Russia. It's a 2/4 3 high block unique. Destroy. Return this attack to printed speed. Playable while committed. That's okay. We're using it for the other effect, R commit. If your opponent adds one or more cards to their hand by a non-character effect, they put one card in their hand face down in their card pool. So we just try and either end their turn faster or make it almost impossible for us to block if they like try and play Let's Cut Loose on our turn. And then we're playing a Confronting Jeddah. We can only play this under a good chain, but luckily our character has good, so we're good there. It's a 2/5, 2 high block. Once per turn, if this attack gets plus X damage, plus X or minus X damage equal to the difference between its printed speed and then its current speed. So we can, like Mike Hardiman for +6/+6, and then give it no +6 damage. This card's too good not to play in Mike Hardiman, so I think you guys should look at a good list maybe instead of all, or maybe you can man mode it like me and try and off symbol a couple cards. I'm playing one Patriot Stance. It's a unique 2/5, 2 low block, R once per turn. After you gain Vitality, you can gain one more Vitality, and then enhance flip on your opponent's turn. Add one kick, punt, or punch from your card pool to your hand. So you can reversal with your Shadow Kick, or you can add like your Nutcracker back to your hand after you block with it if your opponent like plays another card. This just has a lot of random utility, and then we're playing Mike Hardiman, so we can just cheat this into play really easy. And then it chains on Earth, so we can't always build it the easiest, but we can still build it. And then the last card that's randomly on symbol / off symbol is Curious Magnetism. I like this card, so that's why I'm trying it. It just swaps the attack and speed values of an opponent's card, and you have to commit it to do so. And then I'm playing 4 cards that are completely off symbol. I physically cannot play these cards in my hand. That's why I'm playing one with nature. So I'm playing one Wearlight just to try and end this current attack. It's really neat. Just enhance enhance flip. Choose one of your enhance abilities on one of your opponent's foundations. Your opponent has to do that or pass. So you make your opponent pass because they can't do an enhance, or they have to do a really bad enhance, and then you just pass, and basically the attack had flash. I'm playing one Last of His Kind. It's just really good DR. Pay 2 life to give an attack -4 damage, minimum to 1. Yeah, I physically can't play this card, but it's got random Deadlock and Desperation enhanced to give me damage. So like my Mike Hardiman turns can just go even harder. I'm playing one God of Thunder because, I mean, we're playing Johnny and Cassie and Mike Hardiman, so like why not play such a good, like, great foundation? We can ready other foundations. We can give damage. It's a 3/5, 3 high block. Blow up one of your foundations to ready another one. Playable while committed, and then you can't ready one that has already been ready this turn. And then the biggest meme in this deck, which I love this a lot. I'm playing one Superior Genetics. It's a 4/5 no block. Each effect's playable once per turn. I can give my next check to play a card +2, or I can give an attack +2 or -2 speed. It's really fun. Just build this off of Mike Hardiman, or you can cheat it into play with Nutcracker and then drop it down. With one of your mini cards, you have Let's Cut Loose, or you can even use... Oh, no. Huh? Cancel my... Oh, no, sorry, my bad. I can't Let's Cut Loose it. But I can do Carrying the Legacy, because this doesn't care. It just swaps the place for it. So you just Nutcracker this in, and then Carrying the Legacy, swap it, so then on the next turn, you can just play its effects. Yeah, guys, so that was my Mike Hardiman deck profile under Earth. I know I'm playing like all and good stuff in there. It's just really hard not to want to play that stuff. I found myself cheating a couple maxi cards into play, like into my deck, and then I was like, oh god, I'm adding even more crazy stuff in there. Originally I was playing like 10 one-ofs that I couldn't physically play, but I had to cut those because my deck wasn't running very efficiently. But yeah, that was my Mike Hardiman deck. If you guys like the content, check out our Patreon or even our YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your parents about us, whatnot. Yeah, me and Mike would like to see you guys again. So yeah, stay learn.